So one day you were learning to draw, go to sleep, wake up the next day, all of a sudden you lost all your motivation. Happens to all of us. Let's talk about motivation in general, how to conquer this crappy thing called motivation. So motivation for me, it's something I've struggled with over the years a lot. You know, I've tried so many things to keep me motivated, to keep me on track. I use an app and a to-do list every day, make sure I do the most important things in my day. It's a struggle. It's always a struggle, you know, to get things done that I need to get done or that I want to get done. So a few years ago, I read this book by Steven Pressfield called The War of Art. And in this book, he basically just talks about overcoming this thing called resistance. You know, we all just want to be comfortable. What you realize is there's no growth in comfort. You have to make yourself uncomfortable if you want to progress. And so what he talks about doing is just waking up every day, sitting down and just doing it, no matter how you feel. A video I came across last year really sums this up well. I wanted to share parts of it with you guys because I think it's so valuable. And it's from the Glucose Network. I followed this guy for many years, so check out what he has to say about motivation in general.
I personally have eradicated motivation from my psyche. And why I don't use it is because the word motivation to me, I'm not a linguist, but it implies a feeling. I removed it because I realized that you can act regardless of how you feel. I can do good actions even though I'm not feeling like doing them. I can do the dishes, and I can do the dishes well even if I don't feel like doing the dishes. Feelings, push comes to absolute shove, mean, oh, we're upgrading the tools now.
It doesn't matter how you feel. Just sit down and do it. You'll actually be surprised that once you actually get into drawing or painting or whatever it is you want to do, in this case I'm talking about drawing, you might end up start liking it. You'll get into it. And if you do it every day, you'll build a habit. And having a habit is stronger than motivation. When I think back in the past when I kind of lose my motivation or don't really want to do something, it's usually because that thing isn't easy to do, right? It's kind of difficult, like learning to draw, very difficult. It's something that's challenging. Listen again to what Abdullah from the Glucose Network has to say about this.
Who said that it wasn't meant to be hard? Who said that it was meant to be easy? We live in a delusion, man, where we think that it's not meant to be what it's being. And we try and conform how it is to how we think it should be. And our should be is easy. So we lust for the comfort, and then by doing that, the comfort makes us truly uncomfortable because we're not at harmony with what it is.
So once again, this goes back to a point I just made in my video last week, don't quit drawing. One of the things was talked about being realistic. We have to realize drawing is a skill. You want to draw things that are realistic? It's gonna take time. It's a struggle. It's hard. There's a lot of growth that you have to go through. You know, it takes a lot of time. You're not gonna 1 week master drawing. Like, focus on reality, realize it's a struggle, and you're gonna have to put some effort into it. It's gonna take time and patience. When you think about it, there's a lot of things that we've probably, all of us, we've gone through challenges in our life, things that we've accomplished, things that we've done that maybe were difficult, like going to school and doing certain kinds of projects or something. Think of some challenge you went through and think of how difficult it was. And when you persevered, how did you feel at the end of it? How fulfilling was it?
Fulfilling doesn't mean easy, because easy never fulfilling. And you know that.
You feel so much better when you do something that's challenging, right? We all know this. There's things that you go through that are difficult, and the reward is that much more fulfilling. It's that much more amazing when you reach that end point. What kind of things can we replace this motivation with?
This concept of motivation. We replace it with commitment, which is the pledge to yourself. And you're committed to always acting. Regardless of feeling, you make a pledge to yourself that you will always act. The next layer to that is that you always act with intention.
So to wrap this up real quickly, the takeaways for this video is to be committed and act with intention. Be committed to your craft, to your learning, to the process, to the mistakes, to everything. Be committed to it no matter what happens. It's not supposed to be easy. We have to realize that this isn't easy. It's going to be challenging. You have to live in that reality, that you're gonna make mistakes. It's gonna challenge you. It's gonna push you. It's gonna make you wanna quit. It's the resistance that stops us from acting. but we have to bust through that so that we can grow.
You think you're making progress just chilling?
Yeah.
You ain't making no progress. You're getting rest for the next round of flaming, bruh.
Be the plant, the little seedling, the sprout that busts through the soil, you know what I mean? And sprouts and gets the sunlight. So that's what we need to focus on. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was useful, hope it was helpful or motivational. But let me know what you guys think down below. Post in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Love to hear what you guys' thoughts on this, on motivation and replacing it with commitment and the intention to act. I'll see you on the next video. Take care of yourself. Peace.